Please tell me this is right side up. Let's make sure. Of course I'm not. All right. Let's see. Am I sideways for you guys? Yeah, I am. Let me fix this. I will be right back. Okay. Oh, is it working? You guys tell me. Okay, let's see. I can't see your comments here. Let me see if I can see your comments here. There, Dorothy, am I right side up? Tell me you guys can see me straight. I think you can. You guys, let me see. Oh, good. Hooray! Hi, everyone. Hi. You don't have to be perfect to be powerful, as the great Becca Levi has always taught me. And just when you think things are good, you're dealing with tech. And I was all set and ready. And, you know, Facebook's a funny thing. Well, this is actually better so you guys can't see my mess on that side of my office. So, hey, guys. Let me get this wax off my phone. Hi. Hey, everyone. I will get started. My name is Jill McCarthy. For those of you that don't know me, known to most as Jilleysue, a nickname that stuck with me probably about 20 years ago. I'm going to grab my drink here. And I'm a superstar director. I've been with Scentsy since 2009. And I have run my business, created my business, built my business solely online. I can count on one hand the amount of home parties that I've done. And I'll give you guys a little bit of a backstory. The reason I started with Scentsy is because I was in a horrible relationship, and I had a Great Dane and 4 little dachshunds, and I had started 3 or 4 other direct sales businesses, 31, Cookie Lee, Pampered Chef, I don't even know, tons of them. But I did it solely to kind of keep my mind off everything that was going on. In this relationship, he was a severe alcoholic, and I also worked for him. So I was kind of losing my mind at the time. So I wanted to start my own business, not for anything more than just a hobby, but I knew I couldn't necessarily leave the house. When I left the house, things kind of got chaotic. So luckily, at the same time, I was a compliance director and financial services executive for his company, and they paid for all of my social media training because they wanted to branch out and use all these avenues to grow their business. At the time that MySpace was kind of taking shape, if you guys all are old enough to remember MySpace, I mean, it was 11 or 12 years ago. So a lot of you were fairly young. So yeah, they sent me to a mentor, Kim Garst, and she kind of took me under her wing. And I decided, well, if I'm using all of this stuff for their business, I'm going to see if I can apply it to direct sales. And so many people said to me, there's no way you can build a business using these online techniques, especially in direct sales. It's a party plan company, right? Guys, there was no groups at the time. Facebook was just taking shape. There was no live. I mean, I know now it seems crazy. There was no groups. There was no anything. Facebook was just a shell. And I started just thinking to myself, if we can chat online, then we're able to build relationships and share with people what we do and what we love and build connections. And I hate using the word black sheep, but nobody was doing this. Nobody could even imagine doing this. And so I just took everything that she taught me and applied it to a blog and YouTube and all of the things. Now, my social media story kind of goes like this. There's a huge learning curve when it comes to social media and marketing yourself and branding. And last night I couldn't sleep. So I was going through your training, your group, and much to my amazing surprise, so much of what the ladies have been telling you guys is spot on. A lot of times when I do these trainings, I like to go back through and just watch everything that you've been taught so that I can either give you another way of doing things, or not correct, but just share with you the reasons why some things won't work. And your leaders are amazingly spot on in so many of the things that they have told you. I'm just going to share maybe some few ideas that you haven't heard, some things that you should be doing, some things that worked for me. Now, backstory, more of a backstory. I was trying to be everywhere. I was, because my mentor was, not realizing that she had a huge team, you know, posting for her, blogging for her, doing all the things. I was trying to follow suit, and in that, trying to learn every platform. Facebook was taking shape. Periscope had just launched. Meerkat, all of these platforms, Snapchat, then Instagram stories, and I was trying to be everywhere. If that's you guys, my first piece of advice would be to choose the platform that you have the most fun on. I have a YouTube channel, and what I do now is when I do Zoom trainings or quick trainings for my team, I put them on YouTube. I never liked editing videos. For me, it took too long. It was too strategic. Everything had to be clipped, cut, edited. I do not have the patience for that. So it's been a lot of learning and kind of realizing that I don't need to be everywhere. I need to be a couple places really, really good. And so that's what I decided to do. So for all of us, I highly suggest, of course, that you get really good at Facebook. You guys have been talking about VIP groups and branding. No matter where you are, things should be semi-cohesive. And I know you've been talking about logos and colors and all of the things, and I know that can be completely overwhelming for some of you. Like, I go back to some of my old stuff, and it's like I have really old, really ugly logos that don't even make sense. And so when we're talking, we'll get to branding in a second, but Facebook, of course, you have to be on. You have your personal page. What do I like to explain to people really quick is your personal page is like your house. Your personal place is for your friends and your family and people that you've built a relationship with. You do not need to accept every friend request. Treat online platforms just like you would treat people, places, and things in real life. Your personal page is your personal page. It's your house. I have mine on public so that anyone that I don't accept their friend request, sounds kind of mean, but in all honesty, when you accept a friend request, you're accepting to seeing all of their stuff in your feed. And if I haven't built a relationship with you, my personal profile is prime real estate, right? I want to be able to see the people that I've built a relationship with, my team, my customers, my family, not 100,000 consultants from 100,000 different companies that I don't really know, including Sensi. It sounds a little crazy. You know, if people send me a message, then I will talk to them and I will build that relationship from there. But if it's someone I've never had any type of conversation with them, I really don't accept the friend request. In turn, same as your house, right? You're not just going to open your door to everyone that knocks. You're going to see who it is. You're going to have a conversation with them. Your business page, of course you need that. It's searchable by Google. So you want a business page because if people are looking for a Sensi consultant in their area, you want your name to pop up. So your business page is like your retail shop. And then what you guys have been talking about, your VIP groups. Think of your VIP groups as black card status, right? When you have a black card, it means that you have spent X amount of dollars on American Express, which is like crazy. I think $250,000 a year, okay? But when you're a black card owner from American Express, they roll out the red carpet for you. You have your own private line, you have your own private concierge, you have everything. So that is your VIP group. I loved when I think it was Samantha, she was talking the other night how she got rid of a lot of people that were in her VIP group. Someone also asked about having a business group. Serves no purpose, you guys, honestly. It's if people want to really interact with you, they are going to be on your business page. They're going to follow where you are. They can follow your Instagram account if that's one of the platforms you use. Don't spread yourself so thin having all of these groups all over the place. I was probably probably not the first person to have a VIP group, but the first person to actually start using it and training on it and talking to you guys how a VIP group should work. And so I had my VIP group open for about 4 years, but I didn't do anything in it till probably the year of the Punta Cana trip was probably about 6 years ago, right? And so I took everyone out of there that hadn't purchased from me or hadn't hosted, and then I had about 30 people in there. The 30 people that were spending, buying, having conversations with me, asking about products, hosting parties. 30 people, you guys, earned me a trip for two to Punta Cana that year. Almost all of my orders came from people in my VIP group, which is a little crazy, but it goes to show you, you don't need 1,000 people in a group who aren't buying. It serves no purpose. And as Sam said the other night, she took a lot of people out of her group, and then when she posted and had a conversation, a lot more people viewed her post. And that is because when you have less people that are engaged, it's telling Facebook that that is valuable content that people want to see. If you have 500 people in the group and none of those people are engaged, it's giving your percentage points, it's lowering them. Does that make sense? So if you have 500 people and only 25 are engaged, it's telling Facebook this group isn't very important. We're not going to show it to many people. But if you have 100 people and 25 people engage, you guys, that's a quarter of your following. That is really good. So that needs to be an incentive to get people out of there who haven't done anything, who haven't engaged with you, who have never bought from you. Like, your VIP group needs to be black card, roll out the red carpet, the people that you go to, the people that you give sneak peeks. It should be a reflection of you, and that goes into branding. From a cover photo, your post, it should immediately be able to say, this is Jilleysue. So I've expanded my VIP group from there. I've added more and more customers. It probably has 300 in there now, but those are 300 buying, paying customers that I talk to at least once or twice, every month or every other month at least. And here's a tip for you. So how I grow my VIP group is super simple. Like, okay, bear with me. This is not what I wanted to do, but I also want to show you how I kind of grow my VIP group. I have a YouTube video, you guys, and it's all about my follow-up system. I use Amy on the side, and if you don't have a follow-up system, you should definitely be using that. But I wanted to figure out a way that I could keep track of who gets Happy Mail every single month, who's in my VIP group, who's in Scentsy Club, and I wanted to get repeat customers. We all know, if you haven't heard, that 70% of our customers only buy from us once. So I've made it a goal. I have one binder that says customers past 3 months, and this is my 3-month binder. My goal is to always get everyone that's purchased in the latter of the year to repurchase. So I've already started in June. I only have 4 people left from last year who haven't repurchased. And what I do is when they purchase from those months, I move their sheet into the current month. And so what I really want to show you about this is I have a sheet on here, and if you see it highlighted that they're in my VIP group or their Scentsy Club, I can do a quick flip through my VIPs to see if they're in my VIP group and try to get them in my VIP group. Everyone out of these 2 binders, you guys, there's probably only about 4 people not in my VIP group. My VIP group is where I know I can contact them. I know I can talk to them. I know they're going to see my posts. So I can easily flip through. And this binder's big. I had to move 1 month out. So this is the last 2 months of all my orders because they're all repeat customers. And I can literally flip through as quickly as possible and see who's in my VIP group and who is not. So for new customers, here's how I get them in my VIP group. If someone places an order on my PWS, or they're a fundraiser, or whatever the case may be, we haven't built a super connected relationship yet, I text them or I send them a video, a quick video. Face-to-face is always going to work better than a text, showing your personality, thanking them, appreciating them. And when they see your face and hear your voice, they have more of an ability to have a connection to you. So I say, hey, Sally, thank you so much for your order. I'm so appreciative of your business, and I'm so happy that we connected. I want to help you any way that I can, and I would love to thank you by sending you a little sample VIP pack. If you go ahead and click on this link, I will get that sample VIP pack out to you so that you can try some new goodies. Now, what's the key in that? We are all sending thank yous out for every order, right? If you get PWS orders, we've been taught this since the beginning of the time. Send them a thank you, put something in the mail. I, of course, am going to send them a thank you no matter what. but I make them believe through that text or video that if they click on the link, they will get a thank you sample pack. And I've kind of upped my game when it comes to my samples as far as new customers, because I want to roll out the red carpet to them, right? I want them to get a fun sample pack, thanking them, asking them to post and share and be a part of our community. So almost 98% of new customers, you guys, click on that link because they want that fun sample pack. I'm not even friends with them on Facebook yet. So they click on my VIP link, they're in my VIP group, I friend them, we start a conversation, I let them know their sample pack's going out in the mail, boom. They are now in my VIP group, then they're gonna get my sample pack, then I can follow up with them and see what things they liked in there. By then, I can see if their order is shipped or arrived or coming. You build that connection. You have to look for reasons when you're sending these thank yous, not just be like, you ordered, thank you, that's it, I'll follow up with you later. But this allows me to say, hey, I'd love to show you my appreciation by sending this thank you pack out to you. Click on my VIP group so I can get that, click on my VIP link so I can get that out to you ASAP. Who wouldn't click on it, right? Especially when you say fun sample pack. So then I create a little, I create their own little form for them. You can see this one's new. I put their phone number up here. That also tells me to put them in my phone. You want all of your VIPs in your phone, absolutely. If the workstation goes down or you don't have Facebook, you will always have your phone. And then I put their name, first name, and I tag them as VIP customer so that when I put them in Hit 'em Up and I want to pull up all my VIPs, Hit 'em Up is a texting service. Most of you guys know. They'll all pop up, and texting is a lot more personal than messaging people on Facebook. So putting their phone number in, she's new, will tell me to add them to my phone. Then I'm going to highlight VIP. Once she's with me for a while and I figure out what scent she likes, I'm certainly going to let her know about Scentsy Club, right? We want people in Scentsy Club. We want those repeat orders. And then if she hosts, join, I put her orders here. And then a lot of times you'll see little Post-it notes if I send them out a package or I, just touch base with them, all of the things. So there's a YouTube video on this system. It's a month-to-month system. It's worked tremendous with me. It allows me to flip through each page. It allows me to really take a look who's in my VIP group, who's not, why aren't they? If people don't join my VIP group, a lot of times it's from fundraisers where they didn't really have an emotional connection to the products or anything. They just purchased off someone's fundraiser. All the other times people join my VIP group, you guys, and I know once they're in there, I have their address. I can mail them stuff randomly. I tell my team this all the time. It is way easier to keep people that have already purchased from you than to just be a one purchase wonder consultant where you get the purchase, you send them a scent circle, you don't really talk to them and have to try to find new customers. So your VIP group is your gold. So that's one way that is the main way really that I get people into my VIP group. I also link it in my newsletter every single month. The people getting your newsletter are customers. They've purchased from you. So I always put my VIP link in there. I get more from this texting from letting them know. And I love to send a quick video like, oh my gosh, Sally, thank you so much for your order. I so appreciate you. I want to send you a little sample packet so you can try some of our other products. Click my VIP link and I'll get that out to you ASAP. Boom, they click the VIP link almost every single time. And so what do they see when they get to my VIP link? It's a Facebook group, right? It's a place where if you agree to join, you're going to hear everything and anything Scentsy. But it doesn't always have to be that. I heard Tiffany or a couple others say that, it's crickets in there. I can see you guys watching, but I'm going to have to, if you leave comments or questions, I'll have to go back to them. So what do they see? The timeline cover should be reflective of you. So I pulled up my VIP group and I changed. So here's my thing. Like my whole branding is about creating your cozy in home, business, and being. So that allows me to talk about home fragrance, decor. It allows me to talk about business, which my whole thing is building a business online, and being. My Scentsy journey has gone through a lot of trials and tribulations around my health and wellness and depression and all kinds of things. So I want that to be another piece of how people connect with me. So everything that you see Jilleysue most of the time will be pink. pink flowers, pink this, pink that. If you look up Jilleysue and Cozy, I call my VIP group my Cozy VIP Lounge, and I just changed the timeline cover where it says Jilleyseue's Keeping It Cozy VIP Lounge, and I have everything on there that's pretty reflective of me, which is sun, rainbow, a margarita glass, a unicorn float, a Starbucks coffee, a donut, a palm tree. Like, those all scream Jilleysue. However, my timeline cover can change based on the time of year. If it's Christmas time, I might keep the same theme of cozy, right? But it might turn to red. So you can change the colors and things like that for your VIP group. I'll add blacks. I mean, for the most part, all of my branding colors stick around: black, white, pink, rose gold, you know, that family of pinks and blacks and those things. But you're not married to those colors. So for those of you, now I can see your comments through here. Samantha said, you add them once they order for the first time to the VIP link in group. Yes, like if they placed an order, they get added to the VIP group. Now, if they go radio silent, well, actually I give them the option. I don't just add people ever. I say, hey, I want to send you some goodies in the mail. Whether we're friends on Facebook or anywhere else, click this link. If they do, they're in there. If they're not, I still keep track of them in my VIP group. If that's their only order and they go radio silent after a year, I'm probably going to remove them. But even people that haven't placed an order in a year, I'll tell you guys what I did the other day. I went back. So remember, I'm on my VIP group. My current customers were in May and June are in this binder, right? So my goal was to get all of my June and July people from last year to order again. So I pulled all of my sheets from June and July. I'm all done with June and July except for 4 people. They've all reordered. And here's what I did. I sent them a message because I don't want to have to try to find new customers, right? They've already purchased from me. So I want to get them to be a repeat customer. Some of them are in my VIP group. So I just don't want to move people out. So I sent them a message and said, I'm just going to keep using Sally. I said, hey, Sally, how are you doing in all of this craziness? I know it's a little insane right now. Is there anything that I can send you to brighten your mailbox? A new catalog or some samples or anything? I'd love to just brighten your day. That was it. So I sent that message to about 25 of those people. All of them responded except the 4 I have left. I sent them all a packet. They all asked for a new catalog. Now, am I running the risk of spending money to mail this stuff out? Yes, but again, they've already placed the purchase from me. They're having a conversation from me. There's more chance if I send them something than someone that's never purchased, right? So you always have to weigh. Like, if you send a catalog and samples and all the things to a new customer, are they going to be more apt to purchase, or is a customer that's already purchased from you? In me, my roulette game, I say the customer that's already purchased from me, and they're having a conversation with me, and they've been in my VIP group. So instead of just sending them a catalog, I had pink bubble mailers. Of course, I put stickers and all the fun things on it. I put a catalog in there. I put Bring Back My Bar in there. I put a referral card in there, a VIP card in there. Then I also hand wrote a card, and I went through my old bars that I've had. Ones that still smelled great, but what I call this Jilleyseue's Vault. And I sent them a card and just said, hey, Sally, please enjoy this bar from my vault. I know it's a crazy time, and it's been a while since we caught up. There's also some samples in here that I hope brighten your day. That's all I put. Guys, I got a $158 order from one lady. I got a $180 order from one gentleman. I got another guy who messaged me and said, your happy mail brightened my day so much, I'll be placing an order soon. So that was 4 or 5 people that placed orders that would, a new customer probably never would have placed a $200 order. And they were bars that were older, still smelled great, but you know, I'm trying to get all the old bars out and all the new ones with the nice logos of Bring Back My Bar in my vault, and I just call it Jilleyseue's Vault. That's also a graphic that you can create in your VIP group and just say, I just found some Dorothy Vault items, message me, and you know, I'll see if because you can message people and put private specials or whatever you want. So if you find some old stuff and you want to sell it, or if it's someone that placed an order, call it your vault. And that they're specialty items that you can't get anymore, and just put them in packages. I just pulled out 10 more, and I'm gonna create a cute sticker that just says Jilleyseue's Vault. Any branding you can do on anything, you know, just take the extra step. Every piece of mail to my VIPs gets candy or gummy bears or something. I'm sure that you've seen that. You can get all of that stuff on Amazon. I change up what I do for my VIPs from poly mailers to, you know, bubble mailers to whatever. Everything's different every single month. I have a whole other desk over there that's a mess full of stuff. That is going out to customers. I forgot to turn off my messages, so I see messages popping through there. So things that I've done, a lot of you, I tell my team all the time, I heard Tiffany say this last night, you know, she'll post once a month and then spam it with things that are for sale and then not show up for a little while. I want you guys to remember a couple things. Your customers and your team will mirror your actions and your attitude. You can write that down. You can post it wherever. Your customers and your team will mirror your actions and your attitude. This never fails. It'll happen every single time. If you disappear from that VIP group, if you disappear posting about your journey with Scentsy, your customers will assume that you don't do this anymore. They will disappear. Your team's the same way. You guys know it. If you disappear and you don't communicate, you're going on vacation or you're just in a funk or whatever the case may be, your team will mirror the same thing. If you have a bad attitude about shipping or back orders or anything, your customers will mirror your attitude. If you have the attitude, oh my God, I can't believe this. This is horrible. Like, I'll try to call Scentsy and find out where your order is. Your customers will reflect that attitude every time. It never fails. So you need to make it a point. If you want your VIP group to thrive and you don't want to have to struggle having to find new customers every time, you need to roll the red carpet of that VIP group. I make it a point every day. It's like clockwork, daily tasks. My posts include a post on my team page, a post in my group page, a post on my leadership page, a post on my VIP group, and a post on my business page. Put it in a check marks, put it in a checklist for yourself, set alarms on your phone. Whatever you have to do to make this habit consistent, that's what you do. I mean, and I would make my VIP group first, always, something. And what is the number one way to get interaction in your VIP group? Make it a point to go live or post a video in your VIP group every single week. I'm actually going live right after this. There's my Bring Back My Bars that I just got. And I'm going to hop in there and do a scent review and just tell them, yes, I like this one. No, I don't. This is Scentsy's original first scent. This one is too. This one's really flowery. And I will spend 20 minutes in there giving a scent review. Now, if I would have gotten these the beginning of the month, I probably would have done 5 or 6 each week. But because I got them a little bit late, I'm just going to jump in there. And your VIP group will start being boosted, you guys, because when you go live, people will talk to you, right? So they're putting comments in your VIP group. So that's telling Facebook, hey, there's activity here. In comparison to just a post where you might get a like or a comment, you know, it's very rare. But if you go live, people are going to talk to you. And I know if you've been missing for a while, that's going to take a little bit of time. So something that I did when I was ramping up my VIP group is I did a Make It Smell Good Monday. And I went live every Monday at 7 p.m. So find your day, whether it's Tell It Tuesday or Work With Me Wednesday and you talk about the opportunity, or find a day that you can commit to, because once you get consistent on theme days like that, other people will be looking for them. And if they have to guess when you're going to go live, I just said, little delay, phone rang. Next, when you're doing lives, put your phone on Do Not Disturb. So do themed days so that people know what to look for. I've fallen off doing this, but I definitely post in my VIP group every single day. I do not let consultants in my group. The only consultants that are currently in my VIP group now are VIPs that have become team members, and I give them 60 days. I give them 60 days because as a VIP, they might have been in my VIP group, but they didn't really pay attention to what I was doing. So I want them to be able to mimic what I'm doing. So I let them have 60 days in my VIP group, and then I let them branch off and start their own VIP group. The cover photo is branded to me. It doesn't necessarily perfectly match my business page or my blog or my YouTube page, but it all keeps the same kind of theme. Like it'll say Jilleysue, create your cozy in home, business, and being. The VIP group says keeping it cozy. My website has it on there, home, business, and being, creating your cozy. It's because it's a feeling, right? Creating your cozy for me. I always knew when I was going in the right direction in this business and home and my wellness, when I just felt content. And to me, that's a feeling of cozy. And that's kind of what I like to project as my value out to the world. Your VIP groups and your pages shouldn't be all sensey, sensey, sensey. It should be things like tips. You might probably take your wax out every other day. People that don't use Scentsy or that don't do it every day would love that tip because they don't normally do it. Do you dump your wax? Do you cotton ball your wax? Like, that's a pretty obvious tip, right? But I just posted on my business page that I spilt wax just probably a half an hour ago on textured walls. Grabbed a hair dryer, melted it, wiped it down. It was gone. I shared that. Ideas. You know, how are you styling your warmers? You know, take pictures. I have a warmer back there, or I'm constantly taking pictures of the showcase back there, how I'm styling different things, how to put different plants with different things. So give them ideas. Top sellers. Post in your VIP group top sellers of the week, because people see, people do, right? So if you bought a warmer and it's on the top seller list, someone else is going to go look at that and go, oh, if that's really popular, I want to see what it is. So post top sellers. When you're creating baskets and tote bags, or you're doing a Facebook party, snap a picture. If you're doing a bingo party, snap a picture. Having so much fun with so-and-so. I want you to make a list of all of the reasons that you could tag your VIPs. There's tons. You guys need to be finding reasons to tag your VIPs, because everyone likes their name to be shouted out or their name in lights. So here's some things that you could tag them for, right? If they have a tote party or a basket party going out, tag them and saying, getting Shauna's tote bag ready. If they are doing a bingo party, you know, when everyone's live, or you're doing a Zoom, snap a picture. Having so much fun with so-and-so doing her bingo party. When someone places an order, create a graphic around your branding that says, thank you, such and such, such and such, such and such for your orders. When you see it ships, tag them again. Let them know, hey, such and such, your order shipped. I can't wait for you to get it. Make sure you tag me. Scent reviews, warmer reviews. Give your honest review. Guys, let go of feeling like you need to love or hate every single product. I say that because, you know, we all love the fragrance flowers. Wonderful, right? We don't love all the fragrances. So just say what you think, but understand that you're going to have a ton of customers in your VIP groups that are all going to like different things. So why I say that is because a lot of us will attach ourselves to our feeling to a product, and we don't either give our honest review or push things that we might think are too expensive. I know tons of consultants that won't talk about the laundry care because they don't buy it because they feel it's too expensive. Well, we're selling a ton of laundry care, you guys. So you're shooting yourself in the foot if you don't ever mention our laundry care, or you don't ever mention our $130 diffusers. Like, mention that stuff. It's not our right to decide in a VIP group what someone's budget is. So pull up 2 different diffusers and talk about the glass shade in comparison to a ceramic shade. I don't even know how long I'm supposed to talk, but I have a whole list of notes that I wanted to cover. So hope you guys are loving this. And if you're not, you can just click off and come back when you want to watch it. The other thing that's great in VIP groups, if you don't like being on camera a lot, is taking your phone, turning it around, and doing a quick 30-second video of, hey, you guys, here's the new Twinkle warmer. So if I move these flowers, I have Twinkle over there. Can you guys see that? Just doing a quick video with the camera on, Twinkle, and just say, here's Twinkle. The catalog doesn't give it justice. Like, push your camera all the way in so that they can see the detail of it. 30 seconds, you guys, just doing different warmer reviews. So, you know, showing off different warmers, showing off how, I didn't even notice, but I'm going to do a video right after of how pretty these flowers look next to that warmer. You would never know that Twinkle has that type of detail unless you guys do quick videos. Like, don't overcomplicate this stuff. And I love that Teresa just said, I love your energy. That's another thing. Like, you need to be excited, because your excitement is what people are going to gravitate towards, especially if you turn the camera live, or especially if you're doing quick videos. I seriously have been doing this 11 years, and every time a Scentsy box comes, I'm just as excited as I was the first day. And that's what I tell people. It's not fake. Like, I want you guys to get this thought in your brain. I just told a consultant this the other night. You have a gift box, and in that gift box is a diamond, and that diamond is Scentsy. And maybe that looks for some people that they're just going to buy the diamond, and maybe some people are going to join the diamond community, but it's your job. You're excited. Like if we have a diamond in our hand, we're super excited, right? So just keep handing that little gift box to people. Whether they buy or they host or they join is up to them, but you know it's a diamond. You know it's amazing. So if they don't want it, that's on them. You move on to the next person and you say, do you want my diamond? Because this diamond is freaking amazing, right? You never have to convince people that Scentsy is amazing. Scentsy's that diamond, and you know a diamond is incredible. You never have to convince people, please, please, please join my team on your VIP group. What I would suggest is you having that diamond in your hand and you telling people, this diamond would look so pretty in your house. You have 4 dogs. This would make your house smell so good. This diamond would keep your kids safe. Do you want to try it? Because everyone is, and it's freaking awesome. No? Okay. Hey, you would be really good at sharing this diamond with people. Like, you love this diamond. You buy these diamonds all the time. Why don't you join the community and start sharing the diamond with other people? They say, no? Okay, I'll move on to the next. I'll keep the diamond for myself. Like, you never have to be in the mentality in your VIP group or anywhere that, oh, I wonder if this is a good product. Oh, I feel like I'm bugging them if I share them. No, if you have a diamond in your hand, you want to give it to people because it's that amazing. That's the mentality you have to have, but you have to show up. And the other big thing that's super important when it comes to your VIP groups is you have to give value outside of things that are for sale and joining your team. And so some of those things I listed are giving value, tips, tricks, ideas. We're in home decor, so show organization, show cleaning, how you cleaned a certain area and then put a warmer in a certain area. Show how you changed a new bedroom area around or added a comforter and you put a new warmer in your room. Show yourself dropping new scents or scent recipes. So what value are you giving in your VIP group that makes people say, hey, I'm going to check out our VIP group today because she gives awesome tips and tricks and ideas. Because people don't want to be sold to. They don't want to see, oh, Cinderella's for sale. Oh, Star Wars for sale. Oh, bring back my bars for sale. Tell me some value. Tell me if I mix these 2 scents, what they'll be. Tell me that banana nut bread with a post of Heidi's banana nut bread recipe. Value, right? Give them value, value, value. And then, hey, this is for sale. Value, value, value. And by value, I mean those tips, tricks, ideas. So another thing, I know you guys were talking about branding and logos and all the things. If that overwhelms you to try to have a logo created, you can easily do a look as a logo. I know for some of you that like logos and this marketing stuff is crazy, but I've been super successful when I've just created graphics and just used a font with my name, Jilleysue.com, or whatever the case may be. So if you're not at the point where you have a logo right now, or you're going to have someone make you one, or whatever the case may be, you can simply pick a font and just make sure on all of your graphics and on all of your cover photos, everything looks cohesive. And then you can step up to getting a logo and all of that thing. Like you can literally go on Canva and create a circle and put your initials in it, and that can be your logo. But just make sure that logo is showing up on everything. And you'll go, like if you go to Facebook right now and find my stuff, like you'll see kind of a cohesive look. Not everything's the same, but it definitely is Jilleysue. When we talked about picking your platform before, my second platform, I do have stuff on YouTube. I do have a blog. I do have, 15 or 20,000 followers or something on Pinterest. So I post stuff over there. But my number one favorite platform, you guys, is Instagram. And I'll tell you this, if you're stuck at home right now or we're in this crazy time, Instagram is one of the best places to find new customers and people to join your team. I had 14 new recruits last month, probably one of my best months ever, and 7 of them were from Instagram. And how did I do that? You have to be super aware of not just posting, but engaging. I found people that I have things in common with, whether it's home fragrance, home decor, fitness. I recently had explant surgery. Like I put it out there, it's on my Facebook page. I've met so many women who are suffering from breast implant illness and explant surgery. all of that stuff. So I started talking to them, and then they saw my account and asked what I did. They started purchasing from me. A couple of them joined my team. Like, we get so concerned with, I don't know what to post. I don't know what to post. And one of the first things that I tell my team is how long do you engage with people? I can't pull it up now, but if you guys follow me on Instagram at Jilleysue, what I tell people to do is, people worry a lot about what to post in Instagram stories, which is a gold mine. If you are not on your Instagram account and you aren't posting stories and you are trying to get new customers, run, don't walk to Instagram. And then I want you to understand that you all have value. You all have something that you can share. Are you building a house? Are you painting a wall? Do you have a dog? Do you have a child? Do you love plants? Do you like to barbecue? Do you like fish? All of that stuff is stuff that you share on Instagram stories. Basically, Instagram is a snippet of your day. And if you get consistent on there, you will get a following. I'm up to, I think, going on 12,400 followers or something like that. And it would have been way higher if I would have listened to myself 5 years ago and not had multiple Instagram accounts and trying to be all over the place. I have a business account that is strategic. My photos are edited, and I have specific topics that I talk about throughout my Instagram account. And then I have my personal account, which is just for fun, just for family, just for friends. And I think I have that private, but that's so I can interact with my family and my friends. And then my business account is where I engage for like an hour or 2 hours every single day, talking to people, commenting about their couch, their kids, their vacation, their paint color, their wall color, whatever the case may be. I spend time engaging. And that's what so many Scentsy consultants aren't doing, is they're like, I'm not going anywhere right now. How do I find new customers? Instagram is sitting in your hand with, 300 billion followers or something like that, where you can't expect just people to find you and go, oh, I'm going to buy from her, I'm going to join my team. But if your name keeps popping up on their accounts because you like their house, you like their outfit, you like their dog, you like, and you're commenting and liking and talking to them, people will click on your account and go, oh, who is this person? I want to see her account. I want to know what she does. Tiffany's heard me say this a million times. People are nosy by nature, but they're not going to click to see what you're doing if you don't show up. Right? Your customers aren't going to click around your VIP group if you don't show up. You have to put it in the forefront. And, people will say, I'm so busy, I don't have time for Instagram. Okay, well, if you're so busy, show me what you're busy doing and post it on Instagram. Get an Instagram mindset of sharing what you do, sharing your journey, so that people can connect with you. If you're like this online, no one's going to connect with my wall. No one knows what Scentsy girl up there is. Like, that doesn't bring an emotional connection to anyone, right? But if in the camera like this and say, I got a new hat and I got a new exercise machine today and I started drinking Celsius and oh my God, my dog peed on the floor and I just fell in the pool. Like, people can connect with those things because it becomes real. I don't know how many people have said they've watched my stories and they're like, oh, I saw that you cooked this the other night. Did you like it? Or I love your office. I'm redoing mine. Because I show up. And when I show up, they can instantly they find a way to connect with me based on something going on in my life. And if they don't connect with me at all, they keep on scrolling, and that's okay. But if you don't show up, you're never going to find those people for your VIP group. And small business owners, you guys, if there's something on Instagram or Facebook or Etsy that you love, buy it and then share it on Instagram. Share it with other people. Most of my new customers are purchases that I bought, and when I receive it, I snap an Instagram photo, I tag them, then they say, oh, I'm going to try these washer whiffs. Oh, I'm going to get a Scentsy warmer. I've never tried it before. That same lady that purchased from me, a lady purchased from me from Instagram. She purchased something for her mom. I sent her mom a little welcome packet. She's an older lady. She messaged me and was so over the moon that I sent her a thank you packet with samples and stuff. She placed a $180 order. Her mother did. This was a lady that I connected with because of my surgery. If I never would have put that out there, and yeah, you have to be a little bit vulnerable, I never would have gotten that customer. I've had to do this on social media, and you have the whole world at your fingertips. But if you let it fall to the wayside, you're missing the opportunity to meet a ton of people. Arrows out, right? Like Orville says, and that means having what you post be 30% important, but the engaging and the connecting and the talking to people and the following them and the reaching out and saying what you love, that's what's going to build your business online. And then making the branding and everything cohesive, and then showing up. You have to show up. You have to show up. Like everything you do, you need to ask yourself, is this building my team? And is this getting me new customers? And simplifying what you do. Like I say, you don't need to be everywhere, but where you are, you need to be really good. And you don't need 10,000 people in your VIP group. You just need, I say 30, 40, 50, 100 people that will keep coming back to you over and over and over because of how you made them feel. I mean, we all place orders online, you guys, and how many times do we get a cute little thank you packet in the mail? Hardly ever. Sometimes it's wrapped cute from Etsy, but when I place orders online, I never get a thank you, ever. So can you imagine how that makes most people feel? And when you shout them out in your VIP group, remember these things. Find reasons to tag your VIPs. Do a thank you in Canva. You guys can probably see, I'll post my my current VIP cover and some of the other ones that I've done under this live, so you can see a few things. And if you guys have questions, if you have questions now, I can see them popping up. So if you have any specific branding questions or VIP group questions, but just show up and really roll out the red carpet for them. And I would even say, don't get too consumed with your business page. Yes, you should post, but I would spend more time in your VIP group, and I would spend more time on Instagram, and I would just make sure you're present on your business page, because without ads and things, that's a little bit harder to get moving. Tiffany said, I started to get used to IG stories because I was intimidated before, but now I'm letting go and diving in. Good. I'm going to be checking on you, because here's the thing, you guys, just pretend like you're talking to your best friend. Take out the part where you're worried that you get consumed with that you have to go on stories and sell. This is social media, and I follow people of all walks of life, and the ones that I love the most, and this is a great exercise, you guys, as you're going through Instagram stories, as you're going through Facebook, make a mental note of who you're stopping on. Like if you start scrolling through stories on Instagram, who do you stop on? I can tell you who it is. 1, people that provide value. 2, people that entertain you. 3, people that have something in common with you, right? Not people that are selling things. So that can be a piece where you're like, oh my gosh, we just got this in with Scentsy. This is so cute. Take a look. But more of it has to be about behind the scenes. I'm starting to do something now where I'm showing people how I organized and redid my office. And they can't wait. They love it. Everyone wants ideas on organization. So just show up and realize that. Don't have the mentality I have nothing to share, because I could probably go through and quickly point out at least 5 things that all of you could share. It's a matter of if you will. And I love stories. I think it's quick, it's editable, it's easy. You can be your true authentic self. You can talk about things you're going through. You can share. I literally posted, and you guys can go through my highlights. I started with my wellness issues, went all the way through to my surgery, recovery, a complication. I get so many people reaching out, asking me questions and connecting with me because I was vulnerable and I knew what I was going through could help people. So I pretty much documented it on Instagram, and I've met a ton of people that way. And sometimes you just have to kind of let your guard down, and none of these people know you guys. So just be you and share your life and make it quick, fun stories, boomerangs and clippets and all the different things, and people will keep tuning in. But if you let too much time go by on any platform, your VIP group, YouTube, anywhere, and you don't show up, your customers and your team won't either. So Samantha said, is it overwhelming to manage 2 accounts? Okay, so here's the thing about my 2 accounts. My personal one is just like, I might post on there once every couple weeks. That's just for my family and friends. It's on private. It's not anything that I even think about, honestly. I have one for my dog. That's just for fun. When he has a cute picture, I post it on there. And honestly, I'm following a ton of other Doxy accounts. So it's another great connection point for me. It's not one I really worry about either. And then I have my business account, and that's the one I post on every single day. So when I say have a personal and a business, you don't have to. But my business account is very strategic. That's why it grows. I make sure I post in there every single day. I make sure I post specific things. I edit all my pictures. That's the main one that I post on. I don't really worry about my personal account or my doggy account. Those are just for fun. If I happen to snap a good picture, I put it in there. If not, like, it's not to grow. It's not to get growth or gain customers, or find people, right? That's what my business account's for. So that's where I spend most of my time. And my business account is branded too. Even branding in your description with emojis and it says creating your cozy in there. Like, if you go through all of my accounts, you guys, you will see a theme. And that's what I want to kind of share as I watch some of your other videos, right? You don't have to have a perfect logo. It can just be a font and some colors. If you're working about finding your branding, a great place to start is just, I think I shared this with Tiffany a while back, is just create a Pinterest board, a secret board, and just start clicking on things that are drawn to your eye. After you do about 100 or so pins, you'll start seeing a running theme, whether it's colors or things that you have that you're interested in. Like, you'll start seeing kind of where your branding is going, and that's a good place to start. It took me, the cozy theme didn't come to me till about probably 5 years ago, when I said, I want everyone to just feel content in what they do, content in how they feel, content in their choices. And to me, all I picture is wrapping up in a big blanket with a cup of coffee and feeling cozy. And so and that's my umbrella, is create your cozy in everything you do, whether it's warmers and wax, beauty, fitness, whatever. Create your cozy in everything that you do, so that you're just happy in all of your choices. And sometimes you won't be, and then that's when you go try to find your cozy again. So as you guys look at my accounts, you'll see that theme and everything. So sometimes branding doesn't have to be perfect colors and a logo and all the things. It just has to say your name. When people see it, they're like, oh, that's Jilleysue. So I hope that kind of explains that. I'm stuck. Samantha said, I'm stuck trying to decide to do 2 or not, because my brand is scented mom and my son is with me a lot, but not sure how much of a public setting I want to show him on some things. I'm torn, one public or make 2. So, Samantha, and if this is a pretty small group, so if you guys want, like, you can go find, like, my personal account is just Jill S. McCarthy, and it's private. And if you go send me a message, I can approve you. I think it's private, and I'll approve you. And you can see, like, that's just, like, I don't even put hashtags in that one. It's just a private account for me and Rob and my family and my friends. Like, it's literally, I don't even think, there's only a few of my close Scentsy friends in there, but it's just a personal account. And here's the thing, that can be just for you and your son and your family, and you can keep it private. And it isn't something that you should really stress over, right? Like, that's just for fun. Like, if you happen to be at the beach and you want to snap a picture of you and your son, the account's on private, you post it. If you don't post for 5 days in that account, that's okay. So you can have 2. And that way you can post, and if it's on private, you can post your son all day long for your family and friends to enjoy. And then if you want to have a public account, that's your business account, that's where you really focus all your time, and you want a snippet of your son, you can put him in there. But if you want your family and friends to see him all the time, I suggest putting a private account. But again, if you have 2, you don't need to stress about that private account. That's just personal for you, for fun. Your business account is where you want to try to get customers and try to gain people, and then you can go from there. And you guys can see, if you pull up Jilleysue, I have a few accounts. Like, I have just an Prime and Wine Finds is just an Amazon find account, where when I find stuff for business for my team and stuff, I post it on there so they can see. I love Instagram, so I go above the norm, and you don't need a personal and a business account. You should have a business account at least, if your goal is to find new customers. If it's just for family and friends and you have no interest in meeting new people on Instagram, then you can create whatever account you want and do whatever you want. But I can talk privately to you, Samantha, too, if you're trying to I know sometimes with all this stuff, it's just a matter of getting it organized in your head, what things are for and being okay with it. So I get kind of the struggle that you're having, because for a long time, that's where I was. And I had 4 or 5 accounts and they all had 5, 6, 10,000. I mean, I'd probably be up to 100,000 followers if I just stuck to one account. Again, I'm going to go back to you guys. Don't have 50 million accounts everywhere. Be one place really, really good. So I bought in a love for cows and made it a huge part of the brand because I identified them in many ways. But people don't really like them, so how do I balance that? Guess what? Easy. If they don't like cows and you do, then they're not your people, right? And I know you're like, what? Then I'd lose all those people. There's millions of people that love the cow look. I just went to a place in Sanibel Island called the Island Cow, which is one of my favorite restaurants, and it's all cow themed. Like everything in there is cows. And if there were people that didn't like cows, they probably wouldn't go. They're not the Island Cow people. So you kind of have to tell yourself there's tons of people that would love this idea and look, and find those people. Follow the accounts on Instagram that have to do with cows, cow products, cow looks, cow themed stuff. Instagram's a great place, you guys, where you can go on there and look up all the different accounts that are about cows and then start connecting with all of the people that follow those accounts. That's how you find your people. Don't worry about pleasing everybody. Find the people that have the connection with you. Chris said, you're amazing. This is so reassuring and so much info. I feel there's so much info that will help me get out there and help my business. Your energy level is incredible and so encouraging. Oh, you guys are awesome. I love it. Yes, go find your people. Some people might tell me they can't even imagine putting breast surgery on an Instagram account. Well, there's a great little button, you guys, and it's called unfollow. So if any of my stuff offends, doesn't connect, you don't like, I always tell people just unfollow, then you're not my people. And I don't mean that meanly, but we're not going to connect in a way that someone who is experiencing what I experienced would connect. And that's okay. You have to be okay with knowing that you're not going to be everyone's cup of champagne. It's okay. There's billions of people in the world. And if you start showing up on social media, you're going to find your people, but you have to show up. I do want one for customers and following to try to build a big one. Just don't do too many, you guys. Don't feel like you need one for customers. I've seen people do one for team. You don't need all that. Honestly, if you have children and you want a private account that's just for fun, you guys can see mine. I have Jill S. McCarthy. It only has about 300 followers. That's all my family and friends. It's not one I stress about. And then one for more than just customers. It should be the place where you give your value. This is going to be the place where you show tips, tricks, ideas. If you go look at my account, you'll see every description on every picture. Most of it gives my followers some value, teaches them something, inspiration, humor, connects them with me in some way, lets them know what's going on in my life. Every description, it shouldn't be, this is my favorite warmer. That every post that you guys do, I want you to ask yourself, what is this providing for people? Like, great, that's your favorite warmer, but people aren't really going to care about that. They want value. They want a reason to keep showing up on your account. That's branding. When they know they're going to get something from you. When you show up on my account, you know you're going to get something that's going to help you create your cozy. You know you're going to get something for your business. You know you're going to get some inspiration about maybe starting your own home business. You know you're going to get a social media trick, a decor trick, a cleaning tip, an organizational trick. You're going to get something of value so that you keep coming back. And when we build that connection, at this point I can say, hey, do you like that warmer? Because it's on clearance right now. Come check it out. That's how you build your brand. Your brand is more than just colors, and it's more than just a logo. It's you showing up and showing your personality and being there and just slapping fear in the face and not really worrying about what others think. Because it doesn't really matter. Just show up and find your people and be okay with that. And understand, please, that this is not an overnight thing. Branding and building your brand, it's going to change. I mean, if I go back to some of my branding from 5 years ago, guys, it's completely different than it is now. Wherever you are in your life, your branding may change a little bit. Black might not appeal to you anymore, so you go to pink. Maybe it's Christmas time, you change it to red. Like, it should have a feel, rather than just colors and a logo. And it's constantly going to be changing as you evolve and grow into your business and grow into who you are. So don't be attached to one look, logo idea. This whole Create Your Cozy thing didn't come about till 5 years. And before that, it was all about, I was social media supergirl. And I didn't want to be boxed into that anymore. I wanted to be more, to blog about and do YouTube videos about so much more than that, and have Scentsy be a separate piece of all of it. So I hope this helped you guys. I see your questions rolling in and stuff. Of course, I can stay in here. And if you guys have questions, post them in here. You can DM me on Instagram, send me instant messages. I'm happy to help. I'm sure this is an hour. So I hope all this stuff helps and gives you some ideas of where to go. And if you have any questions about anything, just post in the comments and tag me, and I'm happy to come back and help you and answer any questions. Dorothy, thanks for having me. You guys are awesome. And I love the fact that you guys are all so on the right track when it comes to this stuff. That warms my heart. And I love it, because I love when the light bulb clicks for people and understands that this is a journey, and it's evolving, and it's always going to change, and it's going to change with you. So don't be afraid to just jump right in and share yourselves with people, and you guys will do amazing. So you guys are awesome. I'll hope if you have questions, I can answer them, and I'll talk to you all soon. Have a great night, everyone.